Hello Matayong 5 students, welcome to our class. I'm Teacher Lita and I'm your teacher in Physical Science 1. In this lesson, we will study about air composition. These are the objectives. Number 1, name the gases present in the air and their amount. Number 2, indicate whether a substance is an element or a compound. Number 3, identify whether a substance is in the form of an atom or a molecule based from their chemical formula. Let's start. Air composition. What is air? Air is everywhere, not only in the atmosphere, but also in the soil and water. It allows us to hear sounds, feel heat or cold, burn a fire, breathe, and for plants to do photosynthesis. There is life on Earth because of air. Now, let's see the gases present in the air and its amount. Take a look at this pie graph. 78% it's nitrogen, 21% is oxygen, and 0.9% are argon, carbon dioxide, and other gases. Let's discuss shortly the gases present in the air. Oxygen gas O2. It makes up of 21% of the air, and it is essential for most living things, for animals and human. Living things need oxygen to breathe in. In fact, we cannot survive in this world without oxygen. Next is nitrogen. It makes up 78% of the air. It's used by nitrogen-fixing bacteria in the soil. The roots of some plants to use it to form nitrates. So we have oxygen, 21%, and now nitrogen makes up 78% of the air. Next, we have carbon dioxide. What is carbon dioxide? It is essential to green plants for the process of photosynthesis. They cannot make food with their own without carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, water, and light are all needed for photosynthesis to take place. Carbon dioxide and its very small amount present in the air is essential for plants to survive. For a quick recap, we have oxygen makes up 21% of air. Next, the nitrogen makes up 78% of air. Now, after carbon dioxide, we have water vapor. What is water vapor? It plays an important part in the water cycle. Water vapor form the clouds and eventually they produce rain or snow. So again, we have oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and now the rare gases. Rare gases include argon, helium, neon, krypton, and xenon. These rare gases make up 0.9% of the total amount of gases present in the air. What is the difference among atoms, molecules, elements, and compounds? What is an atom? An atom is the smallest component of an element, characterized by a sharing of the chemical properties of the element and the nucleus with neutrons, protons, and electrons. All matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. Plants, animals, living things, and non-living things. You are made up of different types of atoms. The water we drink, the air we breathe are made up of atoms. So let's jump into molecule. What is a molecule? Molecule is a neutral group of two or more atoms held together by a covalent bonds. In many cases, atoms combine to form larger particles called molecules. And these are the examples of molecules: water or H2O, carbon dioxide or CO2, oxygen or O2. Oxygen molecules are made up of two oxygen atoms. There are two types of molecules: molecules that are made up of the same kinds of atoms and molecules that have different kinds of atoms. This is an example of a molecule that have the same kinds of atoms. Hydrogen atom, hydrogen atom. So they combine together, so we have hydrogen molecule. That is the simple definition of an element. It is made up of only one kind of atoms. There are only 118 types of elements known to mankind. The next type of molecule is made up of different kinds of atoms. Example, sodium atom, chlorine atom. When they are chemically combined together, we have sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is made up of two different atoms, which are the sodium and chlorine atom. That is the basic definition of compounds. Compounds is more than one kind of atoms. We can divide compounds into elements by chemical reactions. Hello students! In this lesson, you will learn how to differentiate among atom, molecule, element, and compound. Let's differentiate first atom and molecule. I want you to take a look at these examples that we have. Examples of substances, and let's identify them whether they are atom, molecule, and element. So we have He or helium, H2 or hydrogen gas, CO2, carbon dioxide. So what is helium? Helium is an atom. Each particle of helium is made up of one type of atom, helium. So again, helium is an example of atom. Next, we have hydrogen gas. So what is hydrogen gas? Hydrogen gas is a molecule, because hydrogen gas consists of two hydrogen atoms. 1, 2. two hydrogen atoms. So basically, molecule is the combination of multiple atoms or combination of two or more atoms. So like this hydrogen atom H2, you will see the number 2. It indicates that hydrogen has two atoms with the same atoms, hydrogen and hydrogen. So again, He is an example of atom. And H2 or hydrogen gas is an example of molecule. So what about CO2 or carbon dioxide? So carbon dioxide, it is a molecule. Why? Because it is made up of two different atoms. What are these two different atoms? We have one for carbon, and then two oxygen atom. So carbon dioxide is an example of molecule. Hydrogen gas or H2 is an example of molecule. He or helium is an example of atom. Let's have a recap. Again, we have He, that is an atom. H2 is a molecule. CO2 or carbon dioxide is a molecule. We can see in these examples that a molecule can be made up of the same atoms or different types of atoms. Like He is made up of the same atoms, and carbon dioxide is made up of two different types of atoms, which is the carbon and the oxygen. So now that you know already the difference between an atom and a molecule, let's discuss now the difference between the element and the compound using these following examples that we have. He, the helium, the hydrogen gas, and then the carbon dioxide. So He is an atom. Helium is considered to be an element or pure element because it is made up of one type of atom. So we can say that this helium is an atom and also an element. He is an atom, it's an element because it is composed or consists of the same or only one type of atom. Next, H2, it's a molecule. Again, molecule is a combination of two or more atoms. It can be the same types of atoms or different types of atoms. So we have hydrogen, yes, it's a molecule. It is also a pure element or molecule of element. Because it's the same. Next, what about carbon dioxide? It's not an element, it's not a pure element because carbon dioxide has two different types of atom, the carbon and then the oxygen. So we can say that carbon dioxide is not an element because it is a compound. Again, helium is an atom and element. Hydrogen gas It's composed of two the same atoms, so it's a molecule, and then it's an element. It's the same. Carbon dioxide is a molecule because it's a combination of two or more atoms, and then it's compound. And now I want you to determine whether the following substances are composed of atom, molecule, element, and compound. The first one is hydrogen chloride. So what is that? Is that an atom or a molecule? Hydrogen chloride is, yes, it's a molecule. Why is it molecule? Because hydrogen chloride is composed or made up of two atoms. Hydrogen atom and chlorine atom. So, is it an element or a compound? It is a compound. Why hydrogen chloride is a compound? Because it is made up of two different atoms. Hydrogen atom and chlorine atom. Next example, O3 or ozone. Ozone, what is that? Is that an atom, molecule, element, or compound? So ozone is a molecule because it's made up of two or more atoms. 3 oxygen, that is ozone. Is it compound or a pure element? Yes, it is element, because ozone is composed of the same atom, which is oxygen atom. Next we have the neon. What is neon? Neon is an atom. It's composed of one type of atom, which is neon. Is it an element or a compound? It's pure element. What about CH4, which is methane? Is it an atom or a molecule? When you say atom, it's wrong. Say molecule, you are correct. Why? Why is it molecule? Because methane has 5 atoms, 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms. Is it an element or a compound? It's a compound. Okay, what about CO? What is CO? CO is carbon monoxide. Is that an atom or a molecule? It's a molecule. Because we have 2 atoms in this formula, the carbon and the oxygen. Is it element or compound? Yes, this is an example of compound. So that's it.